Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing this makeup look with using actually products from Pixi Escape and Let's Glow. I got a PR pack sent from them, which I'm super excited about. Actually, my favorite color is green, so it's even better. So I'm gonna start by using the Summer Glow palette. Really pretty. So this is, I feel, more like a highlight and bronzer and blush palette. So I decided to actually use it as a eyeshadow palette. So the first color that I was using was called Lovely Sun Touch, which is more like a lighter, not too warm, and it's not too in the pinky side. It's kind of in the middle. So I use that all over as eyeshadow, as a transition color, and then I'm using my P. Louise base to kind of just create a crease, just because my eyes are really my lid's a little bit hidden, so I kind of like to create that I have a bigger crease to work with more eyeshadow. So then I'm using the Endless Shade Stick in the color Copper Glaze, which is, I feel like, more of a rose gold. I did have to go back a few times just to build the pigmentation, and I feel like using my fingers, it kind of warmed up the product a little better. Then I went back to the Summer Glow palette and I used the color Sun Swept, which is also kind of like a rose gold color, and I just started packing it with a flat brush to make it work a little better and to give it a little bit more pigmentation to the look. So after that, I went back and I used the color Midsummer. So I love to do more of like smoky eyes, especially with brown tones. So I decided to use a darker color just to give it a little bit depth, a little bit of definition to the look, a little bit of a smoky eye. I didn't want it to look too light, just wanted to give it a little bit warm. And all the brushes that I'm using, of course, is by Morphe. Those are my favorite brushes ever because they work amazing. So after I was done with that, I'm going to be using my KKW concealer in the number 5. So I use 5 or 6, and I love them because they're more yellow tone. So it kind of makes everything look a little bit brighter. And I'm using my sponge by e.l.f. I literally love this sponge because it has such a perfect size that you can go back and really get under the lash line just to make everything bright. So yeah, I'm obsessed with this beauty blender. Is Amazeballs, and I think it's only like $5. I actually got it, I think it was Target. Yeah, it was Target, and it was $6, and that's a steal because some beauty blenders are $8, $10, and up. But yeah. So then after I'm done with that, I'm going to use my translucent powder just to set everything, and also use my Pixi Beauty Falls Filter Thing Contour. This is everything, and I'm using the color light. I just feel like it makes everything photograph much better when I use this cream bronzer. And it's everything. And this brush also is amazing as well because it blends everything seamlessly and looks natural as well. So after I was done with that, and I set everything, I went back and I decided to use this Endless Shade Stick Matte Cocoa. So I decided to use it as eyeliner just because I usually do black, so I wanted to try something a little bit different, not too harsh, a little bit softer. So instead of using this eyeshadow, I decided to use it as eyeliner. And I just went back and smudged it a little bit and kind of just made it a little bit more pigmented. I didn't want it to be too harsh, but not too soft, so kind of in the middle for like an everyday look. So then after I was done with that, I went back and I set my under eyes. I feel like I didn't do as much. And of course, I used the Wet n Wild Photo Finish Translucent Powder. This is like my everything. I use it on clients and I use it on myself. I just feel like it doesn't give me any flashback, and when I do photos, it doesn't look off. It looks perfect. And I even use it sometimes as just setting powder, even though it's loose powder. But yeah, you guys get the hint. So then after that, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. powder in light medium. I don't really use a lot of like setting powder lately. I just do a little bit of loose powder and just call it a day. But I did set it with powder this time just because I was feeling a little oily. But then I went back to use the same color that I used like out of my outer corners of my crease and the color Midsummer, just to bronze everything together and to give my skin a little more color and to look a little bit more bronzy. And again, the brush that I'm using is by Morphe. And this one is a little more, the bristles are more tiny, and I feel like some brushes that are smaller kind of work better, just to like apply more pigmentation to the brush. And then I'm using the same color again, and I'm smudging it underneath the lash line just to create a little bit more drama to the eye. And I'm using a small flat brush and just building the eyeshadow to make it more dramatic. So lately I've been loving this mascara by MAC. It's called Extended Play Giga Black Lash, and I use it in black. It's everything. I feel like it really gets underneath the lash line, and it works amazing because it kind of gives you a little bit more volume to your bottom lashes. I saw actually a few YouTubers use this, Anastasia and Balelore, and they love it. So I was like, never give it a try. Let's try it, and I'm obsessed with it. So after that, I went back and used the highlighter in Sunshine from the Pixi Summer Glow palette, just to give me a little bit of glow to the skin. And then after that, I did use a lip liner by Essilor, and this one is the Double Wear and Rosette, which is really pretty. It screams fall, and since we're entering fall, what better way to do a fall look. And this color, I haven't used it in a while. I literally use it as lipstick all over, which is amazing because it's matte, so it doesn't move. And then the last thing that I'm going to be using is actually by Pixi as well, in the Lip Lift Matte. And the color that I'm using is Sweet Nectar, which is more of like an orangey, but it's more of like a very neutral orange look. So this is the final look, guys. I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Walking on fire, trying not to bend my feet. I'm tired of fighting, saying things we don't mean. You know I don't like it when you're packing your bag and turning your back, calling me a liar, calling me a liar. Trying not to let my feelings get to me. Sometimes I can't let them go. So now I got these voices